on the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Clemson's offense will get the first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build on it for this offense, and really...
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
Okay, that's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield.
Green 25.
To the air, it's Welsh. That's caught. It's Wilson. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of times that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Going for the big play. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Virginia's offense will take the field for the first time. Play fake on 1st down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
They're testing the right side here. And the defense holds firm. No and 10. They'll try the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Welch. Got it bad. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Back to the ground game on the left. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The toss to the outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Here's a heat. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back got the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Stowe. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the line.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's a return from midfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Welsh. Got his man on the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play in the offense. I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute the red zone.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 28 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Here's the pressure. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all three phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty. It's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
Off-play action on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Bringing the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Just drives keeps it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Green 25.
To the ground. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Welch. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Connection to the right.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Figueroa. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, So I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Breaks free. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On fourth down, looking to pass. Rushes on him. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead's extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through two quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every...
Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cavaliers can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Welsh. With the catch, it's Wilson. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. They're
Turning it on! Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels. Does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Ready, ready. Ready, go.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Using his feet to buy time. Inside the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Line, trumpet. Ready.
They've been running it, but down the pass. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Cavaliers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 39 over Cincinnati. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one, Kevin? We're keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
On the double. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Here we go.
They beat him again. Oh, he's got some space. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Got a man. It's Wilson.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big third down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clemson jumps to the line. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. Nice move. Create some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on first down from the 28.
Get set.
Scanning the field, it's Welch. It's complete to the right. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Cricket. Tuna. Go.
Quarterback may change this route. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Wilson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Looking to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got rid of it just in time.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. They'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They're dealing with a second and long. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Lost the fire on second down. Finds the tight end. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. There he goes. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
The offense is struggling. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Quickly out to the tight end. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Cavaliers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Virginia! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking for a man. It's Welsh. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Under fire. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And this one splits the uprights.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. You want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Penn. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
This time it's complete. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Okay, ready?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Jackrabbit.
To the air, it's Welch. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Snaps it in the shotgun. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Coming out with it, it's Figueroa. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's McGee. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Back to pass on second down. He's taking a deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your union. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.